Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Sorry for not being really active lately. I was suddenly taken on a journey across the U.S. Basically, I went to Arizona for just a few days, almost, and well, I came back to realize that I had so many weapons in my thing that I could get down to a razor shards that you find. This is a very big setback. I know the video may say a minor setback, that's what I see it, or others may see it as a minor, but to me it's a huge setback as it takes, so long for me to do things. But anyway, we're back with, everything that I have, ebony armor. I don't think I had ebony armor the last time I was in here. But, alright. Anyway, so we're here in Falkreath, which, we're coming here to buy land. I don't have my house anymore. This is like a huge setback. My house isn't here. Riverwood. The town we built that's over here, it's also not here. In fact, it's not even activated. I don't think I reactivated that mod. I disabled a lot of my mods and shit because I had gotten too many weapons, like a lot of weapons, to the point that I would get down to that little razor that you get from, let's see here, you get from this dude's place that's up here, and my game would crash, it would freeze. So I thought I'd turn off a few mods, try this again. Whoop-de-doo, we'd freeze again. I kept on freezing and crashing and all these different things. I could never, empty out my weapons. So, I was stuck at 3,000 for my carrying weight, and, I was just like, you know what? We're gonna try to sit back and go back and, restart things. Which, I worked on it a little bit a few days ago, and then got super busy, and then here at the College of Winterhold, in the last save, I'm stuck where I use the lesser ward spell or ward spell, and it gets me nowhere. But anyway, my last save for Skyrim, I had just got the Elder Scrolls location and gave it to this guy.
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several.
And that was that, and I was just dinking around here. That's a lot of work from there. And I still have to go find these people, which I don't think I ever did. We don't have the Dawnbreaker, but we're still here to try to figure this out. I think it's the lesser word. That's the idea here. As you can see, nothing really happens. We might have to even go farther back than what we already have. I don't know how long I would have to hold that here. Supposed to throw a fireball at you.
Always encouraging to see the key to ward, not long. Also, just be careful. Casting wards require constant.
I wish there was a way. Let me check and see here. What mods exactly we have active? We only have a few active, in fact. Don't have the normal ones we usually have active. Well, actually, all of them are active. I don't think. Yes, yeah, this isn't active at all. I had this active. Now, when I came down to Falkreath one day, there was definitely a battle here. In fact, that was on the last save I had. Winterhold rebuilt, looks great, and the Skyrim Fighters Guild that's also active, which I don't know where you find this thing at. It might say around here someplace. I'll look at that later.
And you can easily find yourself drained of your magical reserves.
So you're supposed to stand right there. I'm still so very confused as to why that, you know, I'm standing here, I'm using a lesser ward that it says to use. I'm not supposed to look at this thing or look up there or something. But I know you're supposed to look at this person and cast it, and he throws a fireball at me. That's that. Well, isn't that just great? I don't understand why this doesn't work. I mean, if somebody understands that, be sure to tell me, but I've done everything the book says to do, and I haven't exactly, you know, gotten anywhere with it. Dragonborn Travelers. Oh, yeah, that's right. We still need to go find
What you
Esper,
learn
too.
here will last.
So, you know, I'll
It's
do
no
all that
secret
stuff
that
and
the
grind it all
college's
down and
reputation
what
in
to do,
Skyrim is-
hippity hoppity, and get it all done. Or, you know, I might completely even restart. I just decide to do that. I mean, I really have to redo the Brotherhood and all this other baloney and hippity hoppity and blah 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 blah. It'll definitely take a long time to redo everything. A long time. A very long time for that matter. Or Dawn Guard. Alright then, well, I will probably end up possibly restarting later on. Might install that mod where you start off at a different location and then go someplace else. We will definitely start off, find our spells and destruction spells and different things that we can use. Gee, that's going to take a while. It's a lot of work to use that menu and level up.
Good to see you. Ah, there's a group. The cut they were giving me was good at first. Good. Farewell.
Okay. I'm still debating here if I really want to actually restart on this entire thing. I mean, I'd have to do a lot. The Thalmor Embassy, that was a lot of work to get to that. It was indeed a lot to get to that. I'd probably end up I'll have to go back into this Bleak Falls borough. And we'll have to go back to Houston Graph. And, have to go to the Museum of Dawnstar and get everything back. Jeez. He wants me going over here. Last time I was over there, he wanted me going to the Ember Shard Mine. Now we're going all the way over here. Okay, capiche, caposh. What's the nearest location to that? go to this. This mountain pass here, guys, is part of another mod, which I think if I restart, I'm just gonna take most of the mods off and restart, and we'll work my way up from there. The Hidden Grove, that's what it's called. Okay.
Never should have come.
Yeah, you know, I kind of didn't want to come here, but well, fate brought me here for that matter, so. Glass ones. I don't have a Daedric sword. I'll do it. Okay.
Yeah.
That's it. Gee, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. Shit, that's so much work to restart everything. Fresh start, fresh beginning.
Yeah. Make a fine rock.
Oh, I was hoping that would have given me something. Yeah. Well, that sucked. Where are we going again? We're going. Yeah, we're going this way. And thank God we have this thing right here. Well, still a question to me why
I'll show you a real fight.
Yeah, I'm sure that wasn't really a real fight, thank you. It lasted a few seconds. This is really what this place is. Great location. Okay, so leader must be up there.
I fought worse than you. Do your worst.
I'm gonna enchant a sword someday and call it Replay Sword.
I'll skin you alive.
I like Daedric arrows, although, you know, their tip isn't exactly edible. Wow. I wouldn't mind actually living up here on a rock like this. Great view at the castle up there, and then Paradox's house is all the way up there. And gee, there's a dragon down there. Alrighty then, well this might be a fairly short video after we cleared this mine. I think I will indeed decide to restart and everything unless I can find a way to get the game to work. Other than that, I must say I love Daedric artifacts. You need one of these to turn yourself back from a vampire. Spell time, heal other.
Time to end this little game.
I still haven't talked to Paradox yet. Nordic armor, which for some reason is 1600. Great sword of lightning. There really isn't much of mine. Alrighty then, well, thank you for joining me on today's really boring and short video, and I will grind and see you in a couple of days back at our original point of where we will